for tonight. The bhavana, which really is another way of saying the purpose for this practice. The bhavana is don't look away. And I think most of us can affirm that there is a lot happening in the world that is very painful to witness, to observe, to see. And thanks to mass media, social media in particular, it's coming into our purview every moment of every day, unless we're choosing to look away. And sometimes, yes, you need to put the phone down, you need to close the laptop, you need to turn the TV off so that you can center and ground and regulate and take care of yourself. And at the same time, I think it is of vital importance that we also find the courage, the compassion, and the clarity to consciously witness, to resist the impulse to turn our gaze as an act of ignoring, of staying in ignorance, which, as we know from chapter 2 of the Yoga Sutra, we're trying to dissolve the veil of ignorance through our practice and develop more courage, more compassion, and more clarity through the way that we engage. So don't look away. Instead, can we look intentionally to see, to witness, to observe, to look for truth, to not let suffering go unnoted. There is some validity to the statement that anything that we don't actively oppose, we may be guilty of passively perpetuating. So at the very least, we can oppose by bearing witness. Okay, so there's that. In terms of how this ideally will impact the way that we choose to show up in the external world. It's so tied to our internal world. Often the very things that we're afraid of looking at outside of ourselves are essentially a mirror of the things that we don't want to look at inside of ourselves either. So the work that we do on our mat or our cushion or in our journals is the exploration of the inner world. And it will have a ripple effect in the way that you engage with the external world as well. But what we're going to focus on here is what's going on inside. What are you habitually looking away from, avoiding, averting your gaze in order to be able to continue denying? Most of the time, this is subconscious or unconscious work, but sometimes we do sort of do the earmuffs and the eyes closed and the la 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 la. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. Don't remind me, because it's too painful, too shameful, perhaps. So I'm going to invite you tonight to notice some of the stuff that you might utilize as a distraction to keep yourself from having to be with some of those more pesky contents of the mind. As we engage in this kind of work, the most important thing is to remain compassionate, not just tolerant, not just accepting, not just non-judgmental, but compassionate with yourself. Because there's a reason why you're avoiding. It hurts. So be tender as you start to explore some of this stuff. Okay, we're not going to go picking scabs and, raking ourselves across the coals. It's not going to be aggressive. We're just going to quiet the mind. We're going to try to calm some of the chaos and clear some of the clutter, so that there is an opportunity to look with the intention to see. And when we do look and see, to do so compassionately and with equanimity.